"28 months after the commencement of NIN-SIM linkage, federal government directs telecommunication companies to bar outgoing calls from telephone lines that are yet to comply from the 4th of April 2022. Plus, stakeholders at the Third Northern Niger Peace Conference advocate increased focus on peace building and conflict resolution. These and more you get on Panorama today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ruth Aguilera. The federal government has directed all telecommunication companies to bar all outgoing calls from telephone lines that have not complied with the NIN-SIM linkage policy from the 4th of April 2022. In a statement signed by Dr. Ikechukwu Adinde, Director of Public Affairs, NCC, and Kayode Adegoke, Head Corporate Communications, NIMSI, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Pantami, commended Nigerians and legal residents for their support during the exercise to link the national identification number to the subscriber identification model, noting that over 125 million SIMs have had their names submitted for immediate linkage, verification and authentication, and the National Identity Management Commission has issued over 78 million unique NINs till date. Meanwhile, subscribers of barred lines are advised to link their SIMs to their NINs before the telcos can lift the restriction on their lines, as enrollment for NIN is a continuous exercise and NIN is a precondition for service in telcos, banks, Nigerian Immigration Service, and for several other government services. It will be recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari gave the directive for the implementation and commencement of the exercise in December 2020 as part of the administration's security and social policy. The deadline for the NIN-SIM linkage has been extended on multiple occasions to allow Nigerians to freely comply with the policy. In the development of innovations, many of the social, economic and environmental challenges faced in the country have to be put into consideration as the application of these new technologies become very important. This played out at this year's Science and Technology Expo recently held in Abuja. Let's hear the details from Justin Bem Unyi.
Igbunosa Egosa, a PhD student of the Department of Production Engineering, University of Benin, who is head of the team that developed this vehicle, a utility truck, is optimistic that commercialization of his innovation will reshape the transport and agriculture sectors, translating to economic growth and prosperity for the country. Out of over 80% of locally sourced materials, this indigenous innovator fabricated this machine to meet the transport needs of basically farmers, as he puts into consideration durability, affordability, and ease of maintenance. The one-ton truck, as he calls it, had gone through a series of rigorous engineering and construction steps to finally win an award at the 2022 Technology and Innovation Expo as a need-driven innovation.
Actually, it's locally manufactured. All the parts, 80% of it are made here and in the workshop. And it can travel at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour, powered by 8.5 kilowatt engine, IC engine.
This is just one out of many need-oriented research findings at the Expo. Our attention was also drawn to another problem-solving technology that was researched into by the Sheda Science and Technology Complex, SHESCO. The Research Institute brought in a machine called an archer desanding machine, a machine that removes sand from archer grains.
We know that archer is one grain or seed that people are very much interested because those who are suffering from diabetics and that kind of a thing, they enjoy it, and it doesn't increase their sugar level. So they go for it. But many people run away from it because of the sand. And we've now found a method of removing the sand.
It's not just about fabricating or innovating, or you understand? The whole idea is to make it a household affair nationwide. And that will be the next step, actually.
Already, discussions are underway on the technology to be commercialized. As the institute says, they are ready to transfer the technology to investors for commercialization for the benefit of Nigerians. Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.
Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Issa Ali Pantami, and the President of Microsoft, Brad Smith, have agreed that establishing the African Digital Center in Lagos, an artificial intelligence cultural heritage project to give global access to 3 Nigerian languages, are crucial to Nigeria's digital transformation. Chimdima Indobisi reports that Microsoft is expected to expand its operations in Nigeria and boost the transfer of digital skills to youth across the country in a multi-level approach.
We're committed to building out digital infrastructure here. We're committed to internet connectivity. We have 3 partnerships now moving forward to expand broadband connectivity in different parts of Nigeria. So we believe in the future of Nigeria.
On behalf of our government, I want to give you our assurance that we will continue to provide an enabling environment for business in Nigeria. We have over 36 major initiatives to support ease of doing business.
The minister explained that he had met with the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, to resolve challenges in licensing and service payment that the Microsoft team experienced. The rising profile and complexities of insecurity within Nigeria require increased focus on peace building and conflict resolution. This was the opinion of stakeholders at the 3rd Northern Nigeria Peace Conference and Award 2022 put together by Peace Ambassador Agency in Abuja. Haman Jabani reports.
For 10 years, Peace Ambassadors Agency worldwide has been contributing to peace building through its program, the Education Project, where youths are educated on peaceful conduct. The conference and award are avenue for interest groups and peace ambassadors to bring up workable possibilities and ways of achieving a peaceful society.
What is happening? What is happening to our country? Is it leadership? Is it lack of information? Is it education? People are dying every day. Now, the essence of this is for people to come together, sit down, dialogue, discuss way forward. How can we create a unified Nigeria?
Speakers say the knowledge of conflict resolution through dialogue is lacking in the consciousness of many Nigerians due to the lack of proper information and training.
Well, organizations were simply looking for money to do frivolous things, but these ones are looking for money to promote peace in Nigeria, and it's highly commendable.
When you are faced with this kind of state of war in every nation, citizens must support the government to make sure that we succeed.
In their own little way, they are contributing to ensuring that peace is guaranteed in our nation.
We cannot grow as a nation without peace. Security is much more important in this country at this point.
This year's event has 38 award recipients, including Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, and many other notable personalities. Hamman Jabani, NTA.
As the mood of the nation gradually wears that of politics, women participation is key, and this can be achieved through serious sensitization programs and leadership trainings. To this end, the JAW Women Connect is carrying out leadership skills program in Abuja. Let's hear all about it from Mia Ogidi.
A meeting of women imputes from men as well. It is the desire for the women folk to occupy leadership positions, but getting there, some essential skills needed, and that informs this gathering.
In any area of life where they find themselves as leaders, they will be able to put those skills that they have acquired today, being together, doing things together, and supporting one another is very important in order for us to forge ahead.
It is an annual gathering of the JAW Women Connect in Abuja. Informed opinions x-raying the imperatives needed for women to form a common front in the areas of politics and other aspects of life.
The whole idea of oneness is at the very root of our existence as human beings and lies at the very foundation of human society.
We must all pull in the same direction in order to arrive at the destination. Even if one person is not pulling, is not rowing in the right direction, what happens to the boat? It will either sink or it will capsize.
Now they are informed. Their contributions expected in the areas of sensitization and gunning for elective offices in 2023 general elections. Mie Okide, NTA News.
Repairs on the damaged section of Abuja-Kaduna rail track affected during bandits' attack is progressing steadily, we hear. Personnel mobilized to fix the damaged portion have been working to repair the broken section. Inspector General of Police Usman Alkali Baba paid unscheduled visit to the area to reassure the workers of their safety. Haruna Mohammed reports that heavy equipment have been deployed to ensure quality job. Repairs are expected to be completed on time to enable restoration of train services along Kaduna-Abuja corridor. Gombe State is set to commence enrollment for the second phase of the Basic Health Care Provision Fund. Executive Secretary of National Health Insurance Scheme, Professor Mohammed Nasir Sambo, revealed this in Gombe during a stakeholders engagement required for the implementation of the second phase. Emmanuel Akila reports that Gombe State used the occasion to launch a mobile application technology to fast-track the process.
Being a signatory to the universal health coverage, Nigeria is using structures in the states to implement the agreement through the Basic Health Care Provision Fund. Gombe State has met the requirements to access the funds for the second phase.
Gombe State agency has gone further to cover the formal sector, that is the employees of the public sector within the state. And if you listen to the governor, they are making a lot of effort to ensure that they bring the employees of the local government to also join the system.
The state launches a healthcare mobile application technology to enhance the process.
One feature of the health mobile application technology is that enrollees of the insurance scheme can book an appointment with their health providers from the comfort of their homes.
The ease of the mobile app, people can be in their shops, can be at their farms, can be in their places of work, and be able to get themselves enrolled into the scheme without having to look for the office or looking for a form to fill before they can get themselves enrolled.
Governor Muhammad Ino Yahaya pledged unrelenting effort to strengthen the social health care scheme he has set up in the state.
Go health beneficiaries enjoy effective medical consultations, admissions, provision of regular medications, and surgical operations, all at no cost to them.
Beneficiaries testify to the workability of the system that has saved them out-of-pocket health care expenditure, which they could not afford. In Gombe, Emmanuel Akila, NTA News.
Let's go on a break. We're back in a moment.
The vaccine offers hope for a safe country free of coronavirus. I urge all state governments, traditional and religious leaders to take the lead in the mobilization effort within their environment and spheres of influence. I similarly urge all eligible Nigerians to present themselves and be vaccinated in accordance with the order of priority already mapped out at the various authorized designated centers only.
Welcome back. Efforts towards the attainment of best practices for inclusive elections in Nigeria have begun in Abuja. Timothy Yusuf reports.
We should be celebrating the mark that
that we have been able to reach in the electoral reform.
Findings show that Nigeria suffers from declining civic participation in elections, with women, youth and persons with disability being the most affected. Convener of this roundtable believes that the trend can be reversed.
By Nigeria's population statistics, you do have a 50-50 range in the gender distribution, and a situation where you have about 50% of your population only able to participate in very minuscule percentage raises a major concern.
Developing a shared understanding of the issue of declining civic engagement in Nigeria and agreeing on best practices for inclusive elections as the 2023 general elections draw nearer is the priority of this gathering. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
The State House has reacted to what it calls a fantasy communique by the People's Democratic Party, calling it a delusional work of fiction seeking to cover the failures of the PDP while in government. A statement by Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, reels out issues of corruption, religious prejudice, ethnicity and prevalent header-farmer clashes as some of the downside of the former ruling party, which he says the APC government is working to bring to the barest minimum and build safer communities for citizens. The statement adds that with the APC's transparency policy, it is not business as usual for greedy politicians who stash their monies in foreign accounts, as the administration ensures that both businessmen and politicians invest in the nation's economy for the benefit of all Nigerians and the strengthening of the nation's currency. The statement acknowledged the impact of COVID-19 on the global economy, which came with hardship, and celebrates Nigeria's economic recovery, which it says was faster and stronger than the entire world ever imagined. A team of patrol operatives of the Federal Road Safety Corps, comprising an officer, a driver and 2 other staff on patrol along Igbo Uku-Uga in Anambra State, were attacked by unknown gunmen, leading to the death of 2 personnel with 1 sustaining severe injuries. In a statement, the Court Marshal, Dr. Boboye Oyemi, decried the attack and condoles with the families of the deceased staff, the unit commander and the management of the Corps over the loss. Oyemi says the Corps is already working with the Nigerian police and other relevant security agencies to ensure that the perpetrators of this wicked act are arrested and allowed to face the full weight of the law. Katsina Area Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has intercepted smuggled items with duty-paid value of 42 million naira. Shehu Adamu reports that the operatives of the service also apprehended a suspected fake police officer conveying contraband.
Displaying the seized contraband to newsmen, acting controller of the command, Al-Hawad Achede, said the seizures were made between the month of February and March this year. He explained that the smuggled items intercepted include 432 bags of foreign rice of 50 kilograms each, 309 cartons of spaghetti, 68 jerry cans of vegetable oil of 25 liters each, 20 cartons of couscous, and 55 cartons of macaroni. Other items seized are 69 cartons of foreign milk creamer, 40 cartons of condensed milk, 15 belts of second-hand clothing, 40 wraps of second-hand clothing, 400 bags of tiger nuts, 6 cartons of medicament, as well as 4 vehicles as means of conveyance.
The headquarters patrol team arrested 1 used Toyota Sienna Space wagon, conveying 25 bags of foreign rice, 50 kg each, 1 carton of foreign spaghetti and 1 carton of foreign macaroni. The suspect, a suspected police officer, with 4 different types of ID cards, ranging from police ID card, 2 stars, Citizen for Peace and First Aid Mission of Nigeria.
Controller Al-Hawad Achede said the suspect, Suraju Jelani Abdul Qadir, has been handed over to the police for further investigation. Meanwhile, the Katsina Area Commander of the Nigeria Customs Service has handed over veterinary drugs worth millions of naira to National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. In Katsina, Shehu Adamu, NTA News.
No fewer than 9.5 million tablets of pharmaceutical opioids, including tramadol, dried cat leaves, and Exol 5, worth over 5 billion naira, have been cut off the supply in Nigeria. The illicit substances were seized at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, the Federal Capital Territory, and Edo State in a combined effort of the NDLEA operatives and the Nigerian Customs Service. In a related development, a Brazilian returnee has been arrested at the Port Harcourt International Airport for alleged possession of 8.15 kilograms of cocaine concealed in 6 factory-sewn bedsheets, making it the largest seizure since the airport began operation. Meanwhile, 17 suspects were arrested in the past week during nationwide operations conducted by the NDLEA for alleged drug dealing, while 7 clusters of dry season cannabis sativa farms in Abuja Forest, Edo State, were destroyed. All right, let's do the sports business now.
Action resumed weekend in the Nigeria Professional Football League after 2 weeks break with 9 matches decided. Table toppers Rivers United were held to a 1-1 draw by Aqua United as Enyimba beat Wiki Tourist 2-0 at the Enyimba International Stadium, Aba. In other results, Lobby Stars bounced back from their winless streak to beat Enugu Rangers 2-0 as MFM FC, Niger Tornadoes and Sunshine Stars all defeated their opponents by a lone goal margin. As it stands, Rivers United are top of the table with 43 points, followed by Plateau United with 41 points, and Enugu Rangers are placed third with 34 points. Still on